Hello, lovelies. How are we doing today? Or night, whatever. Anyway, how are you? I'm doing good. This is a new story. That's what this is all about. And I'm excited because, just you see the title. There's every reason to be excited. From our friend Murnum Thistledrain, this is Weeb Girls, a Legbeard story, Part 1. Hi, Moonhorse. Hello. It's Murnum Thistledrain. Reddit changed my username without me realizing it. That's weird. Welcome to my second Reddit post. Kinda got inspired by these Neckbeard fanfictions, and since there's also a severe lack of Legbeard content, I thought, well, two birds, one stone. Sorry in advance for all the weeby stuff to follow, but enjoy it nonetheless. Also, if you haven't figured it out based on the title, what this might be based on, this is also coming from someone who hasn't actually seen the movie. Now, onto the story. I actually don't know what this is based on, but I'm excited nonetheless. This journal is here to help me make sense of the crazy experiences I have had the unfortunate chance to partake in. To whomever is reading this, my name is DJ, and I'm a high school student. My parents moved to a new city due to my dad's new job, which means new school for me and my younger brother. I've always had trouble making friends due to my shy nature, so I was preparing myself for the next few years of just being alone. I walk into this new school trying to find my locker and figure out how the heck I'm supposed to work this ancient school lock they give to everyone. While messing with the lock, I hear someone speak in a friendly manner. "Hey, you want some help with that?" I look up to see a girl with a smile on her face. Yeah, sure," I answered nervously. Don't worry. These locks always give people problems. I swear the school's budget goes to everything but new lockers and locks." While she was helping me, she introduced herself as Abby. When I told her I was new, she took it upon herself to show me around, which I honestly was very grateful for. It was during lunch that I met Abby's friend group, Matt, Chloe, and Josh. Matt and Josh looked like typical nerd types, with Matt wearing a Spider-Man shirt and Josh a Legend of Zelda one. Matt commented on my Attack on Titan pin on my backpack and asked me if I read the manga or watched the show. Before I answered, I noticed Chloe and Abby get anxious and their gaze looking past me. I turned and saw them. 3 girls walking forward. One looked tall and lanky with blonde hair that looked like straw and wearing a Yuri on Ice t-shirt. The other, a shorter one with black hair and an emo cut, wearing a Tokyo Ghoul shirt, and I swore she had a Death Note notebook in her arms as well. And front and center, a rather rotund specimen with faded pink hair wearing a shirt with characters from The Future Diary, named Yuno. I turned back to the others, who were all acting really nervous. I'm sure I mispronounced a lot of that. You don't have to correct me in the comments. I only know maybe like 2 of these things, and mostly in passing. What's up with you guys? Look, don't say a word about anything anime with them around, whispered Matt. Yeah, we call them the Weeb Squad. Anyone even mentions the word anime and they show up out of nowhere, said Josh. Blonde one Stacy, began Chloe. She loves anime with gay characters, specifically male ones. She writes erotic fan fiction, and her favorite male characters in relationships. The black-haired one is June, Abby jumping in. She doesn't talk and seems to like gory horror anime. And their leader, said Josh, is Janet. She considers herself queen of anime and manga. She always brags about her massive collection, especially brings up obscure ones that weren't published in English, or dubbed in English. What makes him so bad? Janet has a tendency to dominate the conversation with her anime knowledge and constantly wants to test yours, replied Matt. Yeah, so she's got this superiority complex about it, stated Chloe. Stacy constantly tries to get you to read her stories. It's mostly filled with spelling errors, bad grammar, and really cringy scenarios, said Abby. She managed to get me to look over one that she claimed was her essay for English once. June just kind of stares at you and doesn't say anything. I can't tell if she wants to kill or screw me, replied Josh. Probably both, said Matt. I still wasn't sure, because I knew it wasn't right to judge people based on what others say until I saw it for myself. In hindsight, I should have listened. I was changing for gym class one day, and I had a fairy tale t-shirt as part of my gym clothes. Mid-change, I began to feel eyes on me. I turned to see the 3 Weeb girls looking at me. Stacy with this eager smile, June was blank-faced, and Janet had this smug sneer, like she was sizing me up. Hi? Hi, Janet huffed haughtily. So, you like fairy tale, huh? Yeah.
Oh, what's your favorite ship?
Stacy piped in excitedly. I don't know. I guess I like Natsu and Lucy's relationship.
Oh, I think Natsu and Gray are better. Sure, they fight a lot, but that's just a sexual tension between them.
Stacy got weirdly excited about that. Did you read the manga? Janet asked. I mean, I read a few. I haven't been able to get all of them, but I have the show on DVD. Well, I suppose it's better than nothing, Janet scoffed. You plan on reading Fairy Tail Zero or the 100 Years Quest? I didn't know about this. Figures. A real anime fan would already know about that. I looked over at June, still silent, still staring. Well, I hadn't just heard about it, so thanks for the heads up. I mean, I'll be sure to check it out. The 3 of them walked away while I tried to contemplate what just happened. I was at my locker near the end of the day talking to Josh, waiting for the others. Josh was telling me about his excitement for the new Nintendo Direct and hoping for any Legend of Zelda news. Topic of anime came up, and that reminded me of my encounter with the Weeb squad, and I told Josh about it. Oh man, they cornered you? No, not really. I mean, they just kind of approached me and asked about my shirt. Janet, start questioning your knowledge? Yeah, she did. I chalked it up to her doing me a favor or letting me know about new stuff. I mean, they seem kind of nice. Look, man, I won't tell you what to do or who to associate yourself with, but it's someone who knows them, especially Janet. Just be careful, alright? It was then that I felt someone grab my hand.
Hey, I need you to come with me.
I turned and saw it was Stacy, dragging me away without giving me a chance to tell Josh bye. I was taken to the front of the school where I saw a minivan parked in a space, and standing next to it was Janet and June. Both happened to look up. Get in, loser, we're going to Hot Topic, cried Janet, and she and June hopped into the van. Well, this is an interesting start to a series, and I kind of want to know where this is going to go. I was not expecting the get in, loser, we're going to Hot Topic line. So, yes, no. Murnum Thistledrain, oh man. I love when you guys write stories, and this one is no exception. This is fantastic. I love this. I want to know more. I like when you guys get creative and come up with your own, like, wild and crazy things, so I need to know what makes the Weeb squad so infamous. What are they known for? What are they doing? I don't know what I missed. I realized there's supposed to be, like, a reference here, or at least that's what it said, and I'm officially realizing that I don't know what it is. I mean, there's a lot of anime. I don't know any of them. I know a few in passing, but I don't really watch a lot of anime, I'll be honest with you. So, I don't really know a lot, but I'm excited to see where this is going to go. So, I do hope you're interested in doing a part 2, because, I mean, shit, you know I'll read it. If nothing else, you know I will. So, that, my wonderful friends, is the end of this video. Thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to see where this is going to go, and hopefully we'll find out very soon. If you enjoyed this and would like to support this channel, make sure you do the whole like, comment, subscribe thing. I'd greatly appreciate that. Also, I have a Ko-Fi, and I have a merch store. If you really want to buy Moonhorse-related t-shirts and other things, I do have those. You can go check it out. I also have a subreddit. If you'd like to send in your own story, it's r/Moonhorse Stories. You can check it out. Everybody posts things there, and I see them, and sometimes they get made into videos. But with all that, that is the end of this video. So thank you all for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, everybody. I love you all.